Get your kilt on. Steve Newman live. And no penguins, sorry, but there's a budget.
There's a budget, yeah.
We got that budget.
My name's Bob. Hang on a minute.
Okay.
Do we have any American listeners? Because do we have to put a tariff on this?
Yes, we do.
We do. Okay.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
My name is Bomber Webb plus 25%.
My name is Christopher Olsen.
And you're about to listen to This Week in Sedgefield.
Hey, Bomber.
Hey, Chris.
Bomber, shut your beautiful mouth and listen to this.
Okay.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. I wrapped you around my heart and mind. I sing about you all the time. And when I'm blue, darling, I think of you. Your beautiful face reminds me everything it has a reason, everything it has a place. I shouldn't let it suck me in or get me down or crawl under my skin. 'Cause life is complicated and things get rough. I should never dwell too long in that stuff you say. I love it when I hear you say, ooh, 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 ooh.
That looks very clapworthy.
Thank you. I was even clapping.
Wow.
Yeah, I
was,
did.
Was that you, Chris?
Yes, clapping.
Oh, no, I mean singing.
No, I was just clapping.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that was not me singing. That was what's it? Auriol Hays.
Auriol Hays.
Auriol Hays.
What a legend! This is the lady we spoke about. That's going with the in the concert in the Octopus Garden.
That's right, on the 13th of April with a bunch of other artists, which is
well,
going to
yeah,
be
the
really
world
cool.
famous one is. You've got it in front
It's
of you,
me.
haven't you?
No,
No, you don't have it.
no, I do have it in front of me. Yes, of course. No, Steve Newman.
Steve Newman is the one.
There we go.
Of
And
course
Dan
it's Steve
Bossoff
Newman.
and Nish Pillay is there as well.
Yes, yeah.
Bunch of really, really cool artists.
Yeah, Auriol's got she's a local flavour. Her mom was a teacher and I think deputy head of the Smutsville school that we mentioned
Yes,
last
that's
time.
right. We spoke about her.
Yeah.
Well, one of her cool claims to fame is that she opened up for Grammy Award winner Ben Harper at one point.
wow.
And that song that we played.
Opened up unlocked the studio for him.
Yeah, let him in.
Okay.
Let him in the back. It was
She
a
opened
grittier
for
time.
him and in a concert, did she?
And this,
Excellent.
And I believe that this song was the one that we played a little bit of.
Yes, yeah.
That she actually wrote it kind of as a tribute to him.
Oh, wow,
Not ever thinking
okay.
that she was going to be able to open for him, but then she did.
She did.
That must be so
That
cool.
must have been a dream come
Ben
true.
Harper's
yeah.
awesome. I think that'll be really, really cool. That we said the 13th of April.
Yes,
is when
Octopus
that's coming
Garden.
up.
Yeah.
Ah, that's going
I
to be
think
a
you have
lekker one.
to book your tickets
Probably.
online, I think through Quicket.
Yeah.
If
Yes,
that's
Quicket,
normally how it
or
works.
from Deo Gracia.
Deo Gracia, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Deo Gracia. You can get it from either of those. That's going to be very, very cool. There's also Carpe Musicam
Yes,
coming
that's
up.
happening on Sunday, and we're
That's gonna be
going.
cool.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's going to be
I haven't
good.
been able to get to one yet, and that's
Yep.
going to be cool. You know what was really nice that I did this week? Let's talk a little bit about me, shall we?
Oh, let's.
Me and my
Yes.
family.
Yeah.
And that's news for our town, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It kind of is. Because we did a little... There we go. Now I'm on holiday. We had a bit of like a tourist day in our town or in our area.
wow.
We
Did
actually
you?
went out to
Cool.
Neisner, looked at the heads, and did all those, and just saw so many international touristies. That's what we do for touristing in the town. You
Yeah,
look at international
absolutely.
touristies.
Yeah.
And man, what an amazing, beautiful, incredible place we live in. And I never want to
Isn't it
lose.
just
I never
yeah.
want to lose sight of that.
No. So, yeah, look after your eyes.
Yeah, and you know what? It becomes a look out for your eyes. Tourists take them. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you said you never want to lose sight. So
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yes,
So we'll have to look up. But it becomes a little bit easier to lose sight of that, or to lose one's eyes, so to speak, when we think about some of the political happenings.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Hmm.
we've got a lot going on. In fact, I think we've got enough
Hmm.
for one of our offshoot podcasts
Yeah,
on
that's it, the
Neisner's
Neisner
politics.
Yeah.
But in brief, we have a new deputy mayor.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Morten Gericke.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
From PBI.
He's from the PBI and from George.
Oh, is he from George?
Yeah.
I knew he was outside external, but I
Yeah,
didn't
they
know he
kind
was
of
from
shipped
George.
him in and said, you're the PBI rep, because they've only got one representative on our council. So they made him it.
Yep.
Or they made it him. Oh, I'm not sure. Anyway, they did both.
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
they had an election thing, a secret ballot.
Ooh, yes.
And they secretly voted him in as deputy mayor. So we've got a new deputy mayor.
Yeah.
And we've got our newish mayor. And we've got...
let's let's make it ultra confusing so people I actually want to try to understand that. So we had our ex-mayor, ex-executive mayor.
Yes,
who was
Aubrey
the Ward,
Tsengwa.
Yeah, who was the Ward 8 councillor. He resigned quite
Yes,
suddenly.
he resigned as well.
Yeah, and then we had the previous deputy executive mayor, who was then the acting executive mayor.
Yeah.
And he also resigned and
He
has
did.
gone...
Albert Marby.
Has
Marby, yeah.
has gone elsewhere.
Yeah.
And there are a whole bunch of shenanigans. We're going to be
It's
speaking
crazy.
about that in
Yeah,
the
it's
in
crazy.
the politics. Much about.
But in brief, they also tabled the draft budget.
That's it. Yeah.
And the draft IDP document.
Which is the Integrated Development Plan.
That's it. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. How's that looking? You've been kind of going through it. It is a draft. Not
Yeah,
accepted.
no, I had a glance through the draft budget,
Yeah.
and look, I don't do much with figures, except when I'm trying to pay bills at the end of the month.
Yeah.
So my eyes were drawn more to the content of the draft budget, as in the written word.
I think that's right. That you aren't just
Yes.
kind of distracted by pictures
Yes,
and numbers.
that's it. I was
We
reading
need
the
some of
words.
those.
Oh man, I
Yeah?
don't know what went wrong.
What do you mean?
Well, I think someone said to their 11-year-old,
Ooh.
"Have a Red Bull and write this." Because
That's what does.
it's all over the place.
What do you mean?
The English scared me.
Oh.
It really did. Yeah, it was.
Oh, that's kind of important, isn't it?
They were talking about people getting grunts. I wasn't sure. Grunts.
Grants.
Grants. Yes,
So,
it was
like
grants.
social grants. Oh, it was supposed to be
But
grants, but
it
they
was
were
supposed to be grants, but
Oh,
it came out.
man.
It was written as grunts. Grunts.
Oh.
So, no, shame. All joking aside,
Yeah.
it was clearly not proofread
Yes.
in any way or form. I mean, it was either someone wrote it under the influence of something, or someone
Red
got
Bull.
someone else, or I suspect someone was dictating it into one of these transcribed
the
words
TTS,
into a thing. So maybe they
voice
sort
to
of
text.
played the telephone, played the recorded audio and said, just make it text.
Yes.
And then didn't check it.
Oh, it could have been
But
that.
The reason I bring this up, and I don't want to tease anyone about it,
Yeah.
the reason I bring it up is it kind of puts a bit of a damp suspicion, if that's the right
Ooh.
phrase, a bit of suspicion
Yeah.
on the rest of the content. So if I read
Yes.
really badly written language in the English of the thing,
Yeah.
I'm going to look at the figures with a skeptical eye.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Because it's kind of, if you didn't check the
the-
preamble,
That's it.
well,
no, it
did
was
you
in
check
that.
the figures?
Oh, man.
Yeah. So I hope they put it right. I have
Yeah.
sent an email to
good.
the powers that be and told a few other people in the
If you
thing.
need a proofreader,
If
I
you need
know
a proofreader,
guy.
yes. But well, no, not
No.
if you need. You need,
You
a,
need a
proofreader.
proofreader.
If you want it to be me,
help.
No, they won't make it me
no.
because I'm a newspaper person. But yeah, they do need to get that sorted out.
Okay.
But anyway, more of that in our
in weeks to come and in the
the
political.
politics of Neisner.
Beautiful.
that was very
we'll I enjoyed it. So we'll get to that and as we go through it more. And it is available. I think we'll put the link in the description below for public comments. That's
Yes,
where it's been kind of released
that's
to.
what it's out.
So
Yeah.
that's going to be very good. So a lot of the stuff is quite confusing, honestly. A lot of the politics and what's
Yeah.
going on and how government and all that. And what I have been enjoying, I haven't looked at the latest one yet, I'll admit it, but Lavelle, the Ward 1 councillor, the DA councillor,
Yes, yeah.
he writes a column for The Age, right?
Yes, yeah. So obviously because he's a political figure and he's a ward councillor for our for one of the wards of the two that make up Sedgefield.
Yes.
He does feature in our paper quite a bit because that's where the news comes from. But he's also taken it upon himself, thank goodness, it's really good of him, to write a regular column about, it's called Publicly Speaking,
Yes.
but it's not about public speaking, it's about
I thought it was the first time I saw it because he speaks very well.
Oh, yeah, he
he's
speaks
a great
beautifully,
orator.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I was like, okay, great, he's giving us some top tips. There you go,
this
Vale.
is,
Thanks,
this
man.
is just about how government works, how local government works.
Sorry, how government? What's that? How
Oh,
it
yeah.
works?
Did I say government and work in the same thing? How government works
Ought
in
to work.
quotes.
Okay,
Yes,
in
yeah.
theory.
In theory.
Yeah.
In theory. They've got us all in tears. How government operates. Maybe that's it. Or how they should operate.
How the beast of the machine
Yeah,
should
yeah.
work.
So, and that's good because it gives us a basic understanding of when they mention various things. We can
Like
go,
the IDP is one of the
IDP,
things.
yes,
right?
yeah,
And the
yeah.
ISDF, and
Yeah.
he's got a lot of acronyms in there.
Yes,
but that'll be
yeah.
very good. I'm actually going to check that one out. I still haven't yet.
no, that's it.
Very cool. But hey, you know what's
Yes.
coming up in May?
What's coming up in May? Hey,
It's next month. That's
Oh,
what's,
next month.
It's the
Oh.
skate jam.
No, it's the skate day. That rhymes with hay.
Yeah, it
May.
is. Are you going to be emceeing it again?
I think so. Yes.
Have you looked up the names of any skateboard tricks?
I haven't.
Not
no.
yet.
I've got to do some homework.
Please, can we help?
Wow, it's going to be great. And I'm
so looking forward to it.
We have spoken about it before. We're going to continue speaking
Oh, yeah.
about it because it looks to be great fun. Yeah, they're really pulling out all the stops. They got some amazing prizes and that sort of thing.
And kind of expanded. It was great to see sort of trying out the different contests and that
Yeah.
there were, from the best trick, 45 second or so, or 2
Yeah.
minutes. I don't know. I can't remember how long it was.
Yeah.
The longest manual, the longest push.
Yeah.
There were so many fun things.
The Squiffiest, Mungo Jerry, all those things. Yeah.
Oh, Jerry, you did it.
Well done, Jerry.
And there are hippie jumps. You'll do well at that.
Oh, yes, yeah, hippie jumps.
Do you
yes,
remember what a
yeah.
hippie jump is?
Yeah, and absolutely no idea. I know what a hippie is.
Yes, yeah. When he jumps. So you just
Yeah.
skateboard into him and you got to jump over him. It's actually
Oh,
not too
okay.
far from that, where you jump off your board, but the board stays on the floor and you're just jumping and then landing back on the board.
Oh, okay.
That's a hippie jump. So if I remember
Do
correctly,
you jump over something?
yes, probably a pole.
Okay.
And that'll just be to
Or
see.
anybody of
There you go. Yeah.
Norwegian.
Yeah, Norwegic. You got to jump over the Norwegics. Yeah.
Well, the pole.
Oh, there it is.
German.
Yes, one of those. But a bunch of competitions. It's an awesome one to bring the whole
Yeah.
family out to. And
Yeah,
my favorite, well, there were so many favorite parts of it last year, from an entire crowd cheering on my son
Yeah,
to
yeah,
this
I
kind
remember
of
that.
back section of that where there were just tons of kids and people learning how to skateboard.
Yeah, that to me
Oh,
was
that was
it.
cool.
I mean, they obviously have the various competitions, as you
Mm-hmm.
mentioned, but while they judge those competitions and confer as judges do and that sort of thing, there's always
big in
these
conferring, yeah.
there's these intervals of just plain freestyle skating time.
Yeah.
So, and that's what really impressed me last time
Mm.
was the amount of guys in their late teens, early 20s, even early 30s,
Yeah.
teaching youngsters or just showing youngsters
That's it.
a bit about skating.
Yeah. So
It
fun.
was great.
a great
there was
sport.
there's no animosity. There's no stop bugging us, you little rats,
Yeah,
or anything
yeah.
like that. Well,
That you heard
I
it,
said
yeah.
that once when a little rat ran over my foot. But
was a pushing
great.
mongo.
Yes, pushing mongo.
That's when you push with the wrong foot.
Oh,
just
is
so
it?
you know.
Okay, that's right.
As has been ruled.
because I did put my foot on the back of the rat and then tried to
Yep,
skate like that.
there we
It's probably
go.
the wrong thing to do. Yeah, it let
did it
out a little
manually.
squeal.
Oh man! Hey, but there's also on the coming up a bit sooner than that, on the 27th of April. There's the Sam's Fashion Show.
Oh yeah. That I'm so glad they've done that again because
Hmm.
it was the inaugural event last year and it was
Ingu.
really popular.
was,
Basically a fashion show of people with dogs.
Oh,
so they
okay.
dress up and I think they dress the dogs up a bit. And yeah, it's really cool. It's just a nice afternoon.
Would we
yeah.
be allowed to bring rats as our pets and walk with those? Your favorite animal, right? Can we use their tail as a
Oh,
necklace?
no, don't stop it.
Mama's got a massive phobia of them.
Of rat.
Yeah, we've got a few
The
in
R
cages, and there are probably a few running around the studio. We're back in the studio. We're still a little bit in construction mode, and he has left, and it's been real. I don't know what to talk about
I'm
anymore.
back.
Oh, you're back. Oh, good. I'm so glad that you're back because I wanted to ask if there is any updates on the environmentalist Tessa Hubert.
Ah, there is.
there?
Yeah. So Tessa, she's the one that we spoke at length about last time. She was is being sued.
Is being sued for
5 million rand.
5 million.
5 million rand.
Rands.
By the developer of that estate that's on the inside bit of the dune at Maioli.
Yeah. Between
what's
Maioli.
it called again?
The sand. Oh my
Sandpiper.
goodness. Sandpiper. Thank you. I'm literally looking at it and I can't find it.
So
Sandpiper. Yeah.
Sandpiper estate. So the developers of Sandpiper are suing her because they say that she put objections in that weren't valid
For months and delayed it and
halted the progress and cost them a huge amount of time.
Yeah.
And for a developer, obviously, time is money. Anyway, so rather than sort of stepping back and quivering in her boots about being sued for 5 million,
Yeah. As one
that
might.
would scare me. Yeah. She's a brave lady.
Yeah.
She's now started a petition.
Oh.
A petition, at petitions.net.
Okay.
It's called Stop High Density Development in Sedgefield's Coastal Dunes and Support Tessa Hubert. Yeah, so
Very interesting.
It's a thing you can go on to. We'll put the link on the thing.
Yeah,
if you
we'll put
want
the
to.
link on there.
Not saying that you should, saying that you shouldn't, because
But read up on
it's
it
up
and,
to
and
you.
decide.
Yeah.
Let's chat about
You've got to
it.
get educated about it.
Yeah. I don't know enough to sign it, so I'm interested to have a look.
To read
I
up
will
and
put
see,
to see exactly what it is about.
Yeah. As I said before about that article we had in the last edition, it does tell both sides of the story.
Which is very helpful.
Written by the team from Ground Up.
Yeah.
And it's a good one to read to make sure that you do know both sides of the story.
Oh, that will be good. Okay, definitely going to check that out.
Yeah. And I wanted to mention, I know we didn't discuss this earlier,
but
there's 3 other developments going on in Sedgefield.
3 other.
There's 3.
Yes.
I must say I need to get confirmation of the third one.
Yes, I can picture 2. One close by Daily Grind there.
One is
the other
and
one
that's
by
called the one by Daily Ground is called. Oh, what is it called? Is it called Stacey Street? Or
I have
something,
no idea.
Something on. I don't know.
I believe you.
I've forgotten now. And then there's the Sedge.
Okay, is
which
that the one over the highway by
over the highway
where there was the trailer rental?
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
That's the Sedge.
Close by
now,
you guys.
All
at
of
the
these
edge.
things have been on the cards for a long time, but
Yes.
there's movement, literally movement.
Yes.
There's earth movers going in
Yeah.
and cleaning up, and they're putting up fences and that sort of thing. So
which
they've
must be
lain
quite
dormant
disruptive.
for quite some time. Especially, I think it's called Stacey Street or something.
Okay.
I can't. I wish I could remember.
Just say it
that.
confidently.
I'll say it confidently. Stacey Street.
Stacey Street.
So there's that one, and then I was told that there's one also in Groenfele somewhere.
Oh, really?
Further down this road.
Yeah?
No, maybe not. I
Okay,
will go.
I'll have
I
to
am
have a
planning
look.
on
like
going
a proper
and
big development. I mean, there is the Groenfle kind of estate, Lakeside Estates. What is it?
Lakeside Views.
Lakeside View. Yes.
Yeah.
There's that, but I mean that's been done for a while.
That's pretty done for a while. Yeah. So anyway, I'll try and find out more exactly where it is.
I'll look out the window.
But these
See what's
things
there.
are happening in Sedgefield. Hey, around us. Yeah.
Oh, very, very interesting. Hey, one very cool thing that is happening up kind of between the dunes, between all of these areas, there by Masitandani, is a kind of a new building of sorts that was put there. Is it, or new classrooms that were open?
They put the
you
classrooms
attended something
in,
about this.
Yeah. They put the classrooms in a while back for various uses. I mean, that Masitandani lot do make sure that they use everything 15 times over in a day.
That's it.
Which is
Breakdancing.
good. They make
Cheese
very good use
grating.
of it. Yeah. So, but part of the classrooms the classrooms are used for educating people. This is in conjunction with Seabridge. So it's helping kids who've kind of have finished primary school or about to finish primary school, but aren't quite ready for high school.
Yeah.
So helping them with their maths and their English and their reading, writing, and arithmetic.
Yeah, there we go. Literacy and all them.
It's kind of because sometimes people kind of get lost along the way
Yeah.
and never
Oh,
get
very
found
easily.
again, especially in the very overcrowded classrooms.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. In classrooms where you got 40, 50 people in there, it's very easy to just not do much.
Yeah,
and there are people who want to. There are
Yeah.
these kids who really want to do better,
Yeah,
but don't
But they've
quite
missed
have the
the
opportunity.
basics,
That's
and,
it.
and that's it.
Okay.
So yeah, they're helping those. That's in. It used to happen at Seabridge, but now it's happening at the Mr. Darnay classrooms.
cool.
There's, I think, some plans for the adult education and that sort of thing.
Yes.
But what happened today? In fact,
Yeah.
today, the fellows. Well, actually, it was the
news.
ladies. The ladies.
The ladies.
From KILT.
The KILT ladies.
They weren't wearing kilt.
that we know of.
Yes. And nobody kilt the ladies.
But you did.
KILT stands for Neisner Initiative for Learning and Teaching. So it's a good acronym. KILT.
That's a good one.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Yes.
one.
What have you got in your kilt?
Hey.
So they donated a veritable bank. That's the only way I can describe it.
Yeah, it
a
is.
veritable,
That's the right bank,
veritable bank of laptops.
Oh, fantastic.
And they're not second-hand jobs. They're
Oh, really?
new.
I thought they would be second-hand.
Stunning.
Okay.
They
fantastic.
provided with them it's an amazing thing. It's a very heavily guarded or heavily reinforced, I suppose.
Yes, yeah. Very secure.
Metal cupboard
Yeah.
where all these laptops slot in their racks every night. And
Yeah.
they get charged.
Oh, precious. You tuck
Not
them
like
in,
that'll
they
be
get all
turn around,
charged
please.
up.
Yeah, everything. They get which is great. So it's a safe place for them
Yeah.
to be. And yeah, the KILT have set this up, and they
that's
they
great.
are amazing. They are such dedicated people.
Yeah.
I was chatting with one of the ladies who sort of officially handled the handover of these computers to the Message and
Yeah,
Dining
handover
project.
handler. Yeah.
Yeah, her name was Tamara Sukanetsa. Yeah, and I loved one of the things she said was, at KILT, we believe that access to education and technology is not a privilege, it's a right.
I like
Every child, every young person, every adult in our community deserves the opportunity to learn, grow, and reach their full potential.
Yeah. And there's such
that's
a barrier.
beautiful, yeah.
Just for so many people, a barrier to being able to help to provide for their family or work or just achieve things and do things a bit easier is just not knowing how to use a computer.
The basics. The basics, yeah.
It's mind-blowing to many of us.
And I mean, we were talking about it earlier, and I was saying that when I was doing maths at school, we had a thing called a logarithm book.
And I laughed. I laughed out loud.
Yeah, we weren't even allowed to use a scientific calculator to work out a logarithm or a cosine or a tangent or a cotangent.
Yeah.
Or,
you had a book that you had to look up numbers.
And
That
I must say, every time I go to the tax office,
Yeah.
they say to me, well, what's the logarithm of 57? And
You got it memorized.
I've still got my logbook, so I can look
brilliant.
it up.
Yeah, your
My
pocket logbook.
My pocket
Like
logarithm book.
you didn't need a pocket calculator. Pocket
Such
logbook.
useful stuff. No, but what I'm saying is
wild.
we weren't even allowed to use a scientific calculator. Now, with that technology at your fingertips, the sky's the limit for these kids.
And especially nowadays, you've got a lot of universities, even Harvard, MIT, all of these. UCT has a bit of one as well with the MOOC, the massive open online courses. So these are these universities release full courses, they're full degrees that you can do. You can do a bit of an exam to get accreditation if you really want, but otherwise, all that knowledge is there, and it's just about learning how to use it and how to get that.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's on the kind of high level, but on the lower level, Khan Academy, and just tons of GC Free Learn is one of the ones that
so much stuff out there that can teach you.
Yeah, that you don't need a physical teacher. It's always it's still the best to as a physical teacher.
Tell you, my daughter, when she wrote her matric, at the time she made her choices, subject choices.
Yeah.
She didn't know that she wanted to study to be a nurse.
Oh, okay.
So in the end, she did study to be a nurse, and then she changed her mind again. But that aside,
As happens.
she decided towards the end of a thing that she wanted to study to be a nurse. And so she had to take biology as an extra subject out of school.
Yeah. Oh, out of
and
school.
she did it all watching YouTube biology lessons.
It's unbelievable what's out there.
Two guys, amazing guys, that put these biology things together on YouTube.
Yeah.
And everything she didn't understand, she went onto that and
so great.
was amazed what she learned. There's so much information.
Never mind what's happening now with AI, and that you're going to be able to do that and ask exactly the right questions, or it'll help you get to that information.
So is that what AI stands for? Ask exactly.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yeah. No. Ask AI about it. You'll see. It'll help you. It's actually very encouraging.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it'll even tell you and encourage you with something wrong. So you still got to fact check it.
Yes. Yeah.
Which I hope everyone will do with all of the things that we spoke about. Remember, if you have any questions or anything that you want to speak about, you got in a minute that you want to chat to us about, please do send us those. Drop a comment. We love to hear it. We always love these chats. But that does it for us for this week.
Okay. Are we done?
I believe so.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks for the chat.
Thank you.